Hey guys, Josh from Joshuagraphy here, and I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a Halloween-themed channel update. So with that being said, I hope everyone had a really great Halloween, and let's get right into the update. So on the topic of spooky Halloween-themed media, I wanted to talk about a few of the things that I've been enjoying recently. Number one on the list for me right now is Stranger Things, and if you haven't heard of Stranger Things, I don't know where you've been living, probably under a rock, but everyone is talking about Stranger Things. Everyone has been, especially because of the new season that's just been released. But it's been a hot topic of conversation, and it truly does deserve all the praise that it's been getting. The storytelling is absolutely incredible. The cinematography is just amazing. There's just so much to be gleaned and learned from this series. And I'll tell you right now, I hadn't seen a single episode of Stranger Things until about 3 days ago. And then I binge watched the whole series. I started on the first episode and was completely hooked, and went all the way through season 1 and season 2 in a heartbeat. I was absolutely fascinated, and I loved every minute of it. I even watched some of the behind the scenes stuff with the directors and the actors, and they're just... Another one on the list for me right now is Five Nights at Freddy's, with FNAF 6 in the works and coming soon, and MatPat releasing his final FNAF theory. We all know it's not the last one, but it's gotten me excited about the series again, and I'm really excited for the 6th installment, and I'm definitely going to pick up a copy and play it. The amount of storytelling he's placed throughout that game is absolutely incredible, and definitely something to be learned from. And another thing I've really been enjoying, thanks to my good friend Ian, who has shown me the way, of course, is the Adult Swim infomercial block short films. If you haven't heard of like unedited footage of a bear, or This House Has People in It, or the other short films that have aired on the Adult Swim channel late in the night, you should definitely check those out. I highly recommend. Ian was actually showing me some of those short films last night in the spirit of the holiday, and we were really enjoying watching some theory videos on them and trying to digest all of the information that comes with them. Most of them are accompanied by websites that have all these like ARG clues that you can kind of follow and complete the somewhat incomplete stories that they leave for the viewers to kind of discover. And it's really, really cool. And on the topic of last night, I wanted to talk a little bit about an experience, a bad experience that we had last night. And because we set out to play a horror game. It's Halloween night, right? Well, the 5 of us, me, Ethan, Levi, Jeremy, Ian, we're all sitting in my room. We set out to play a horror game that night. And one of the games that we've been playing for a little while, or planning to play for a little while, is Layers of Fear, which is a game that my friend Ethan had on his Xbox account. So we logged in and we started that up. And I out because I don't enjoy being scared. I'm just not that kind of person. So I passed off the controller to my good friend Ian, and he decided to do his best to ruin the game for us so that I would take the controller back and play it, because that's what they all came to see, is me get scared. I guess that's my own fault for thinking that I could just get away with that. But regardless, my friend Levi, who isn't very familiar with video games, was sitting next to us. And so he was just saying, this game, it looks so boring. There's nothing to do. You just wander around this house, and there's no real fear involved in the game at all. And it made me sad, because I love Layers of Fear. Even though I'm not a person who likes being scared, it's a very beautifully done game, and there's so much to it, and there's a lot of overarching story with the character. And it made me sad that he didn't see any of that because of the way that we were portraying the game to him. And so that got me thinking just about the way that I do my films, and the way that I think a lot of amateur filmmakers make the mistake of making a story but not communicating it clearly enough, so that someone watching just says, oh, well, this is boring and there's no real story to it, I'm out. And they click away, or they watch another movie. And it got me thinking of how we can avoid making that mistake. And so as I was thinking about this, I got to thinking about some of the things that I've been enjoying recently. Stranger Things, and Five Nights at Freddy's, and the Adult Swim infomercial short films, and why those things were particularly attractive to me as a viewer. And so I think it really is all about the subtext of those films, and the kind of the underlying message that inspires the story, that creates a story that can be more clearly communicated to the viewer, and creates something that the viewer can care about. For Stranger Things, I think that's the underlying message of these underdog kids defeating this great evil. For Five Nights at Freddy's, I think it's the idea that the mind of a child is so easily manipulated, and how we have such a great responsibility to not form a negative idea of the world based on how we present it to them. And those Adult Swim short films all have kind of their own meaning, and you can find those in other videos. I won't spend too much time talking about them here, but they're really incredible. And I think we can learn so much from how they tell their stories, and how the theme then kind of writes the story. I think the more we explore that storytelling device, the better our films will be because of it. And so I want to learn and grow because of that. And I want to use that to write better stories. When I was thinking a lot about P.S. I'm a Secret Agent, the failed project back in like May of this year. If you haven't seen Sunday's video with the trailer, I highly recommend. It's pretty cool. But that whole project falling through, and as I was thinking about the scripts we had written and the ideas for the characters we had, I thought about just throwing a lot of it out because I think the story was written without a purpose. It was a cool story. It was a story about secret agents and spies and villains, and there was really no underlying theme other than like good versus evil, which is a very played out trope at this point because it's just been done so many times. And if you don't add any twist to that, then what's the point of watching your film? So in the future, I want to use what I've learned from these various forms of media and write better stories, stories that people can get invested in, that people care about. And yeah, I think that's really all I wanted to say about that. That's my little learning segment, I guess, for this update video. So shifting gears a little bit to more of the update related things. There is a new short film in progress. If you saw the director's cut from like 2 weeks ago with me and Ian, we talked about a new short film. It is a kind of horror-esque short film, kind of plays on the tropes of like the Saw movies, and that is in the works. We are finishing up casting and set building right now, and we have our script written, and that's going to be for the Film Riot 1-minute short film contest, so it'll be 1 minute long, which is going to be quite the challenge. We've got an idea of what we want to do with it, and we'll see how that goes. That has to be finished by like November 17th, I think. So time is definitely against us, but we are confident that we will be able to make it under the deadline. So, and moving right along, we have P.S. I'm a Secret Agent. So what is happening with P.S. I'm a Secret Agent? Well, I'm thinking I kind of want to rewrite some of the things that we have written in some of the scripts. I want to focus more on the two main characters for a little bit before introducing them to the rest of the cast, and kind of the way that Marvel did their cinematic universe, where they made individual movies first and then they made the Avengers, where everybody meets and comes together, which is why that series worked so well. So I want to take that approach with it and see where it goes. So I'm going to do a lot of rewriting, a lot of reconstructing, and then we'll see where that goes. And my last little update bit is I want to ask you guys, what do you think of the vlogs? I've been making a few vlogs with like the adventure crew, and I've made like kind of vlog-esque stuff with other people, but I want to know if you guys actually like when I do vlogs, because I don't know, it's fun for me. But I wouldn't want to do something that no one cares about, and vlogs seem to be the really popularized icon for YouTube right now, and I don't want to just do it because it's trendy. So if you guys really like the vlogs, I'll keep doing them, and if there's no response from them, then I'm just going to focus more on my films and cinematic stuff like director's cut. That was really fun to do, and I think we'll do more of those with upcoming short films, and maybe like another show segment kind of thing. But I definitely don't want to just do vlogs for the sake of doing vlogs. If you guys like them, I'll keep doing them. They are fun. But if there's no response, then I don't think I'm going to do more of those. So let me know in the comments below. Do you like the vlogs? Do you want to see more vlogs? Is there a specific kind of vlog? Do you like the adventure vlogs? Did you like the Israel travel vlogs? Let me know what you think. So I think that about does it for this update video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next Sunday. Peace out.